Back in Gorehart for a second, there's something I want to take care of. I've been running around with this death notice for Camden Wolflack, and it's for this lady right here.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm a bit lost in thought. Today could be the day, you know? Camden could be the next one to round that corner. He is my husband. Although we were together for only one night before he marched. His militia fights under the banner of General Finn. We had one night together, and then he departed for 3 long years. He will return. My heart tells me so. I can't give you much in return, but what I have is yours. The Alpha army is notoriously secretive with their information, and all my pleas for help have been ignored. You might find something in Dyden Hill. That is where Camden volunteered. Of course, that was years ago. Thank you for your kindness. I will be waiting here for news. No! I don't care what any paper says. Those are just words on a page. They mean nothing. You must find out the truth. On that very road, the one leading east to the Rathia coast, he was heading off to enlist at the station in Dyden Hill. That was years ago. How would I look to him now? Farewell.
Okay, well, let's go see if we can track down this fellow who this lady is convinced is not dead, even though we're sitting here with a death notice in our hand.
Yes?
Well, it's taking us here, so might as well follow it out, right?
Have a seat.
Well, lo and behold.
You're a brave soul coming to Dyden Hill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast, very fast. You met Gisela? How? I sent that death notice. She should know that I'm dead. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I am not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment. Don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more. Her silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield. You're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you, truly. Thank you.
So he thought he was protecting her by staying away.
My father's got the cough. He's taken to...
I guess you could refer to like PTSD or something like that. Which, even if that may be legitimate, she's got her own burdens to bear, right? And I wouldn't discredit the power of love being able to overlook that type of stuff and possibly even heal those types of wounds, you know? Don't sell Gisela short either.
It is you. I never dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality becomes too unbearable to return to. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. You have done the impossible, and for that, I owe you more than this meager reward. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you. Goodbye.
Huh, when you talk about fate, I wonder if their fates were to never have reunited and him to have died in some other way, lost and forgotten type of thing, and we managed to not only reunite them, but turn those tables, you know, where it had a different outcome or something. Alright, so what I want to do is head here to this place, suitably called Webwood, for obvious reasons. And true to the name, there's going to be spiders everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Tell you what, Gisela Wolflight, she waited all that time, but admittedly, she only had a short time with her husband. She wouldn't really know him that well. In other words, I think she just likes the idea of Camden.
Thank the gods, somebody finally came. Tell us, are you from Goreheart or Dyden Hill? How many warriors travel with you? It seems you're not the assistance we requested, but don't think me ungrateful. I could... Rannar could use someone of your particular skill. We sit on the border to Webwood, most of us silk farmers. Normally, we rely on our bridges and an ancient Summerfey aura to guard us. But of late, what defenses we have are failing. These monstrous spiders strike at us from all sides. They've even gotten as far as Yolven. A week ago, a team of hunters was led by the village's chief defender, Barton. We need someone to go find him and his party. Good. I have more information to give you regarding Barton and the hunting party. But let's not give anyone false hope. And these townsfolk are growing hysterical. Meet me on the southern bridge and we'll continue our discussion. Good hunting!
Huh. So I'm guessing that's the leader of this town. He wants us to go meet in private so we can talk more about this. I would think that the obvious spider threat is everyone's problem. No need to be secretive about it. That always raises red flags.
Speak with me a moment while we're away from prying ears. Rannar is looking to me for leadership, and I'm more than happy to give it to them. However, if Barton returns, that all evaporates. Let me put it this way. It is for the best that he is dead. Do you understand? It would do you well to befriend me. So long as I hold sway in Rannar, I can pay very well for your loyalty. But I understand your initial reservations. I don't need you to accept immediately. Just think about it. When the time comes, I have faith you'll come round. What are you talking about? I merely asked you to find Barton within Webwood. Or what's left of him. Now, are we finished? Rannar has need of me. I'm a very important man, you know. Good hunting. Important in the eyes of one. So I guess if anyone gets in your way, you can eventually just run this town by yourself. If you conveniently do away with anyone that threatens your, never mind. I don't even have time for that. This guy's got to go. No town needs something like that in it. Man's a political threat to you, so you send him off knowing he's probably the only one willing to actually defend the town, or capable. Probably send him right into an ambush for all I know.
Stranger, I heard you aren't afraid to pass through Webwood.
You heard that, huh?
What I wouldn't give to be like you, to leave this place. I haven't seen my home in weeks, and I fear something horrible has happened there. That's just it. I don't know. I came to Kenrock some days before the first attacks. I was stuck here. Our farmhand, Cartery Jake, stumbled into Kenrock a few days later. He was tight-lipped about my parents at first. Then he said the spiders got them. Now he avoids me, avoids everyone. Something happened at the farm, but I can't bring myself to find out what. Thank you. I will give you whatever I have. Just bring me news of my mother and father. I need to know what happened there. Farewell.
Wow, all kinds of just stuff going on. Well, you know what? I think we'll go take care of that too. I see there's a merchant here though. Kind of like to take advantage of that after I loot their stuff, of course. Well, somebody's still watching me. Nope. Not even with a 3% chance. Yes, I've been caught like that before. I'm like, seriously? What are the odds? The odds are 3 out of 100. Which, when that pertains to me, means about 83 out of 100.
Whoa! You frightened me.
Does no one else see the widow? The widow is coming for us, and her brood comes with her. We'll be food before nightfall. We can't hold this island, these few buildings against them.
She's a good-looking character. Got an idea for a future character of my own. Maybe make a mage or something. Using that, using her face. That hairstyle fits the face, too.
Beware the forest.
Always looking for good character creation options in any game. Kingdoms of Amalur might not offer a lot of them, but still. Yeah, before we go deal with the this political scheme here, I want to go help this girl find out what happened to her parents. That actually sounds pretty legit. I would want to know if I was her and she can't make it home, so all she has to do is just sit there day in and day out, cowering in this inn, not really having any choice, not knowing what's going on. That would suck. Alright, some of the quest stuff out here I'm going to pass up. It's mainly fetch 'em stuff. They want you to collect a certain, like, number of things. And then go turn them in, and I'm not going to worry too much about that. Like, there's a little exclamation point right there. I think it's like bones, and then you collect 5 or 6 of them or something and return them to this well.
Oh, they said, it is not good to have a darkened summer, so I made a night. Oh, they said, to Yalda, so I found flowers. Oh, they said, you have no food, so I brought water. Oh, they said, you have no homes, so I grew trees. Oh, they said, you have no money, so I laughed.
I think the person talking in the Webwood stones is a particular bad guy that we're going to meet later. I'll just leave it at that. Now, that one asshole guy trying to be governor back in town, he did say one important thing. He noted that normally this town here is under the protection of a Fey aura, some Fey magic that keeps, you know, stuff like this at bay, I guess. And something is working against that. And I believe the voice of who we're hearing in these Webwood stones is that person, working against whatever it is the Fey magic would be protecting. Which, of course, if that's there, then that would be part of their tales or their stories. Their own particular fate or whatever. And you have somebody or something working against that. So it seems like everybody at this particular time is trying to change fate, change the pattern of things. And truly, our character seems to be the only one able. Or to at least intervene and get involved and make sure that some of those things don't happen. Like these Tuatha. They're, well, whatever they're attempting to do here, it's to bring about some kind of change. And whatever power is behind that, which we'll find out later, is you wonder if maybe something like that is tied to our character. Like I say, our character has a past, but we don't know it. And so it really, I don't know, the plot kind of thickens. Oh wow, look at that, 791 XP, nice. When you start thinking about what's going on with the Tuatha, the winter court and the summer court, they contradict, but they still correspond with one another, just like the seasons.
Souls I bring. Of the lords named Ericson and Creth I sing. Two hearts united against common foes. The thoughts in mind of one, the other knows. Lord Creth of Fey Knights stoic and brave. Lord Airmer's night hand and shadow, the brave. And genteel Airmer, his equal in might, the dawn to Creth's dust.
Okay, the Maid of Windermere, that's going to come up later. But it talks about her having misled the soul of a troll and how two Fey Knights stopped this troll. But the misleading of the troll was to change the tale. And the tale is the attempt to change the tale. And so it's like this snake eating its own tail type of thing. It's I'm not trying to get all flowery and poetic and stuff, but it's kind of hard to put the twisting of thoughts and things into words here, what they do. But anyway, you have all these people just all of a sudden popping up and trying to change things that have quote unquote always been. And then our character has the ability to actually change fate. Spiders, man. Well, as long as they're dropping loot, I'm cool with it, right? Kill spiders all day long if they want to drop like blue and purple gear. Yeah, come on with it. Okay, so I guess this is that one girl's parents' farmhouse. But all we know is someone in town comes back and won't look anybody in the eye and basically says, yeah, vaguely, wherever I came from, everyone there died. I'm the only one that escaped, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah. That's not suspicious at all. Ooh, there's another lore stone.
The steam of summer from the forest, like a runner in the night, or mist from a lover's whisper. Spectral blood from the riverbed wraps our bodies in gloss. The fog eases through blades of grass. We shall grasp these floating strands of summer and capture beauty in...
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to cut that off. I think she's talking once again about if the summer fae have an aura of magic here to turn that to winter, you know, to bring about, once again, change. Everybody seems obsessed with that. But sometimes it's just so simple as just helping somebody out. You know what? Let all that fate stuff work itself out. This girl needs to know what happened to her family, understandably. Should she ever return here? I mean, that's a good question. Do I even need to go home? Or should she just move on and start her life somewhere else? And I think we have the answer to that. Apparently everyone is dead here, and spiders would seem to be the work of it. Jack's knife. But I doubt a spider planted Jack's knife in the back of, in anybody's back, so... I think Jack has some explaining to do. Cartery Jack.
So, the savior comes for Cartery. What do you want? You did? I must have left it behind when I was fleeing those spiders. The damn things were everywhere. I can see you're not convinced. So that toff brat sent you to do a little digging. It was only a matter of time before she learned what I did to her parents. But you found out first. A stroke of luck. Now, let's come to an arrangement, shall we? Say, a heavy purse for your silence? I didn't desert the war, only to return 10 years later. I'm never going back to Melsenshire, and Carowin wasn't about to make me. What? You think I had a choice? You can understand what the war means to our people. Even Webwood is more appealing. I thank the gods for the simple life on that farm, and she tried to take that from me. Really? The wandering hero is going to bring me to justice? I think not. I've murdered twice before, and you shall be my third.
Okay, so you're too much of a coward to fight the enemy, but you'll stab innocent people in the back who are giving you a place to stay? I'm not even done with you. I'm gonna spend this entire fate shift on your bitch ass. Piece of filth. That girl has to suffer because you exist. Well, you know what? Now you won't exist. We're gonna go ahead and do the world a favor. There you go. Suck on that. Now we've got to go tell her the bad news. I love it when you get to do the right thing in a game every once in a while.
I can't believe Cartery killed them. My mother and father had been his friends for years, before I was even born. To think that he did all this just to avoid the war. I knew my family was likely dead, but I thought it wouldn't be over something like this. Thank you for your help. Here is your reward, as promised. Safe journey.
She handled that like an adult. I respect that. Well, we didn't need him wandering around the town. Now there's one other cancer that this town has, apparently, that wants to be its leader. Well, we need to stop that, too. And so, essentially, our interference here, our intervention, can save this town. If you see how these things... Yeah, interesting. All right, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Have a good one.